Hello and welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas. Today it's all about the polytunnel and polytunnel gardening as we come into summer. So what we'll do, we'll show you around what's happening in here to give you a better idea of what's going on, life in a polytunnel. Okay, so we're going to start off with where the magic happens, and that's with this lovely planting bench, and this is the most used area on the allotment site bar none. So let's take a look and see what we've got going on in the magic corner. So it's all to hand. We've got our tools just on a bit of wood on the side of the door. We've got all our pots, well, some of them what I need, labels, pens, scissors, you name it, and then the DIY planter box or compost potting on tub, and then our watering can, and it's all we need to get most things going. And this is where life starts for many of the plants here. So we'll start by what's about to come to the end, and that's the strawberries. These have been beautiful. If you follow the channel, these have been a runaway success, but we're on our last harvest now. There's no more flowers, and this will be the last crop. They're looking a little bit sad, so these will be coming out fairly soon. This is a blueberry plant, and I planted two together, and it's just about coming into harvest now. So some beautiful blueberries. These taste absolutely fantastic, fresh off the plant, and there's nothing like it. So we're in mid-June, as you know. The bench is full, and it's full of kind of a holding pattern for stuff. So some of the red lettuce in here, which is going well, and this will replace the stuff in the low tunnel. I have some more leeks, which I'm using as spring onions. And speaking of spring onions, success is happening. Check that out. There's about 10 or 12 come through, and it's what we want. The spring onions are finally springing. Following on, we have a whole host of cherry tomatoes here, and I've done a lot this year. I had planned to put these in the hanging baskets. I still might, you never know. But these are going fantastic. How many we got? We got 7 tumbling tom cherries. And whilst you think you don't prune or take off any of these stems for the cherry tomatoes, which I don't normally, just make sure if one of your cherry goes out of control, pretty much like this. So if you can see, there is literally no air gaps through that plant. So we do want to be stripping some of these leaves off the center, just to provide decent airflow through the plant, because when it gets hot and sweaty in here, which fingers crossed it will, these need airflow, and we'll just run into all sorts of trouble if we don't. So this needs tidying up. And like Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. As you can see, perfect airflow through this plant. It's not going to have any trouble, and it's just started to fruit. So winner winner, tomatoes for dinner. Then moving on, we have a holding pattern here. So we have some aubergines, some chilies, cucumbers. Still not warm enough really to get these in the ground, but these are coming on. I have 2 in the ground already. Some pumpkins. I haven't planted these out yet because it's just been too damn cold. And then our final succession of sugar snap peas. So that's what's happening on the bench. Now most of those plants will be replacing this, and it's the carrots. These have gone out of control, they need harvesting, and when these come out, I can put my peppers in, my aubergines, and a cucumber, all in the centre of a polytunnel. Now moving on, my tomatoes, slowly but surely they are coming through. Doesn't matter if it's in a halo or one of the self-made pots, they're all doing about the same. They could be better, they just need that heat and that sun, which they're not getting at the moment. Fingers crossed for a better end to the season, but we're in desperate need for sun. I keep picking out my side shoots, keep them nice and straight. We want them all the way up these canes for that beautiful tomato harvest. And then we have our cucumber plant, and this is slowly but surely just starting to emerge. I have had some very small cucumbers at the base of the plant. So what I've done, I've picked off the fruits at the very lower branches to encourage this to climb up the string line and become that bigger plant that we want. And then in the polytunnel we've got a melon that I've put in here. I've never tried this before, so it's always worth a go, and I've got 4 of them on the go, so let's see if we get a melon harvest this year. Now here we go, under the bench we have our aubergines and our chilies. Now the aubergines should be in a lot better place than where they are now, just no heat, very small, and I'm hoping these are going to come on. And then following these along we have chilies and we have tomatoes. These are gardener's delight. These have just been planted in, so what I do, I generally take one of the benches out, and it provides just that more light to the area of the back of the polytunnel, and hopefully these will thrive. They're flowering up and we've started feeding them with a tomato feed now, so everything's looking good. As soon as the roots get established, these will begin to climb. Going on again is to another melon, and then finally in the corner we have a very sad lot of lettuce, and these are just being finished off. So as you can see, plenty going on, and we are all prepped for summer. Just fingers crossed it actually happens. The garlic's just been harvested and this is now hanging to dry. The cloves are smaller this year, but I did do them in the autumn and it went through the wettest winter you could imagine. So I'm glad I've got something. Not a lot, but they're not bad. I've seen better. Now, of course, you might not be able to afford a polytunnel like this because they are on the expensive side, but there is hope. You can put in a low tunnel, and these are fantastic for small gardens or small areas. And if I had a small garden, this is the way I would go every day of the week. We'll take a look in the low tunnel and see what's going on. As you can see, an absolutely outstanding crop of lettuce. These will go to seed soon and I'm going to start harvesting these, but so far absolutely fantastic. Let's get that lid on, keep them warm, eh? Now on this allotment site there are many polytunnels, and the great news is everybody gardens very differently in their polytunnel. So you literally garden to your taste and it's absolutely fantastic. So what have you got growing in your polytunnel, or what do you plan growing in your polytunnel this summer? I'd love to hear, so pop it on the comments below if you can, and give me some ideas. If I'm missing a trick or there's something you want to tell others about, let me know, put it in the comments. And if you're thinking about a polytunnel and have got some burning questions, pop them down there. I will answer everything, and if you don't know, someone will. Now guys, I have a newsletter. It's totally free and it's monthly. I'll put a link in the description. It's well worth signing up. no spam, no fillers. It's just absolute gold. So here's to the newsletter. As always guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next video.